Alright, I don't know about you, but thumbnail making is kind of hard and time consuming, especially if you want to put the right details and make sure people actually click on it. So today I want to go ahead and show you how I made my thumbnail that made over a 20% click-through rate. 23.8 to be exact, you can kind of see over here. And so these weren't my ideas, I did take them from other YouTubers, so don't waste space. So you want to make sure you use as much space as possible, and I'll go ahead and showcase it on Canva over here. Second rule, don't have a distracting background. So you can have a background, but make sure it's not distracting. If you want, blur it out or make it a solid color. Third thing is, interesting stuff should be in the front. Make sure the interesting stuff is in the focus, the thing you want the people to pay attention to. Fourth thing, to use a face. People generally like faces, you know, because we see a smile, we want to click on it, we want to see people. So use a face, and that's what I've been doing so far too. So I'm definitely going to see the click-through rates go up as well. And then finally, maintain brand consistency. So this could be either by using a certain person. In this case, my brand consistency would be using my face. Another thing would be putting a logo in like the bottom left, bottom right corner. So a very good example of a creator that uses all 5 of these principles is going to be Mr. Beast. As you can see right here, he doesn't waste any space, nothing. There's no distracting background. Interesting stuff is in the front, being that Willy Wonka tower. He uses his face, in this case him. And of course he maintains his brand consistency by constantly keeping his face as part of the main thumbnail. And this does change, you know, every now and then. Like here, there's a kid over here. I think that was a different kid before. And here, this is something different. But overall, he uses the same principles that gets him insane views, insane click-through rates, and just insane brand loyalty there. So I'm gonna go ahead and hop over to Canva and show you how I made my thumbnail, and it's gonna use all 5 principles. So the video, as you probably know from it, it's gonna be based on Blake Lemoine and Lambda, and how he believed that the AI is actually sentient. So the big topics I'm thinking is okay, AI, Lambda, so I wanna go ahead and have probably a robot there, Blake Lemoine. Let me go ahead and put a picture of a face, and then just a dark background, something in the back that isn't too distracting. So first thing I did is just went ahead and went on Google and then searched what I was looking for. So in this case, robot AI, went to images, and then boom, I found this picture over here. I thought this was a really interesting picture, went ahead and downloaded it. Alternatively, if you don't want to use Google, you can always go to different sites to get non-copyrighted images, such as Pexels. That's a really good one I like using too. There's a lot of good footage here. A lot of good stock images, or you could also go ahead and use just the regular Canva Pro, just because they have a lot of pictures in there. I didn't like any of them, so I just went ahead and just used that one from Google. And then I went ahead and searched Blake Lemoine, and then the biggest image that was being used was just this typical image right here. So I'm like, yeah, I'll just go ahead and use that. Why not? And then put them in the Canva, and as you can see, they're right here. So the first thing I like to do is just go ahead and remove the background, and you can only do this on Canva Pro. So I do have the subscription model there, so I can go ahead and do that. But if you don't have that, you can always just use the free version, and then you could always just find just a free background removal tool on Google. I used that before buying it, but I figured, hey, I just want to buy the whole thing, might as well, because I use it so much. And I did the background removal on Blake Lemoine too. The biggest issue was it kind of got cut off a little bit. And then I didn't want to go ahead and go in Photoshop and trace everything and make it look nicer. So I'm like, let me just go ahead and just duplicate it. Yeah, just kind of duplicate it and then put them together. And then there, you can kind of see it's a little bit more of a better looking image now. There, it's a lot better than before. And what you can go ahead and do is just gonna go ahead and group that. And then I just put it on just one side right over here, the other side. So as of now, it looks like trash. I mean, it's following like one rule, which is, all right, there's a face right here. But there's a huge white space over here. So what I went ahead and did, just increase these images just as big as possible. Just make it take up as much space as possible. I don't want any white space right there. All right, so he's taking up a lot of space right there. And then right here for the AI, I want to do the same thing as much as possible. And then let's see, for the background color, I just chose like a black theme because it was like dark, it was fine. Can even change it a little bit more here, like pure black there. And then, so there's 1, it doesn't waste any space. 2, the background color is not distracting. 3, interesting stuff is in the front. So I mean, you're looking at a robot, that's pretty interesting. And then let's see, 4, I use a face. And then 5, brand consistency. This isn't really brand consistency, it's more of just kind of get more attention. But I just want to see, you know, what else can I put? I think I can put one more thing. So what I went ahead and did, I just kind of searched some. Oh yeah, right here you can see the speech bubbles. Changed one, you're right there. And then just put some text on it. So, and there you have it. That's basically how I made the thumbnail that got me over 20% click-through rate. And you know, obviously it's been altered a little bit more. I think I made the face a lot bigger. Honestly, I might even change the current thumbnail because this one looks a lot better. But yeah, you can kind of see how it looks like over there. And actually, I had the face a lot bigger. That's probably a much better idea. Probably do that again. Yeah, so now it takes up as much space as possible. So that's that. And what I want to go ahead and do is just kind of create a thumbnail just from scratch, just to prove my point that this can be made pretty easily. So there you go. So I'm actually going to go ahead and do this live. So I want to think of a topic. So let me just go to YouTube. And this isn't pre-planned at all. I just want to think of, let's see, let me go to, what's a good topic? So let me think. Let's see what plan A comes up with. All right, there. Ultimate Pro. Okay, how to plan a video shoot with the ultimate pre-production checklist. All right, there. So this guy's got 36,000 views, 3 years. So I want to go ahead and kind of imitate that a little bit. So first thing I would do, just grab my phone, just take a general picture. And probably something pointing upwards. So like, there, it looks kind of bad, but I'm gonna go ahead and use that. And then let me see. You're gonna see everything live here as well too. Then go ahead and just airdrop that. And then right here you can see I got it, so I'll accept that, save the downloads. I'll go back to Canva and here's my downloads. I'll put this image right here. And so this is what I'm trying to imitate. So, all right, the main topic is planning a video shoot with the ultimate pre-production checklist. So there's a checklist, pre-production video. So what do I want? I obviously want my face in it. And then I want something that shows that I'm recording. Wait, does that make sense? Plan a video shoot. Yeah, something that I'm recording. I'm planning a video shoot. So first thing I would do is just remove that background, get rid of it. In the meantime, let me search on Pexels. Let's see what I can find. So video shoot. Let's see. And having a camera, I kind of like this, but I want something a little bit more, yeah, something, let me see, maybe this, no, there's too many people. I could try this. All right, so I want to go ahead and just blur the image a little bit just so it's not too distracting in the background. So I'll just do auto just to see what it does. All right, that's good, it's out of focus. And then I'll just kind of go ahead and, oh, what happened? Let me do that again. Blur, auto, I think I forgot to apply. All right. Just give it a second to load, it usually takes a little bit. But yeah, I think this is definitely gonna be good. All right, so now that I have my picture, I want to make myself as big as possible. I want to kind of change myself a little bit too. So let me go ahead and just adjust. Let me see, give myself a little bit more contrast, some saturation, a little bit less contrast. Yeah, how about that? Yeah, that looks a little bit brighter. So there. And then what else? Plan a video shoot. All right, plan. So I want to go ahead and just use plan a video shoot. So I want to use less than 5 words in the thumbnail. So in this case, I'll just use those 4. Just to kind of make it big and pop there too. And let me see, I'll go ahead and use, yeah, so there's a bunch of different fonts that you can go ahead and use. There's a lot of free ones, but there's also a good amount of paid ones too. And again, if you're looking to get the paid version of Canva, they also do have a free trial. I do have a link down below. It is an affiliate link, so if you click that, I do get something too. if you want. Otherwise, you can just use the free methods, but it's there if you want. And let me see. I'll use here. Let me use this huge sail one. So, all right, and this is very, very messy, but just bear with me. So there you have it. I went ahead and just used 5 different principles that I was talking about. Make sure I don't waste any space. I think it's fair to say that I didn't waste any space over here. Everything's filled up. Maybe I could have done something with this. Maybe I could have put the A over here if I really want to go for it. Actually, yeah, I'll go ahead and do that. It looks kind of different. And then what I could do too is just kind of change the spacing. And then let me change the color a little bit too. All right there, I think it's fair to say that I applied all 5 principles over here to this thumbnail. So first thing, don't waste any space. I used as much space as possible. There's no wasted space here. There's no distracting background. That's correct. And I went ahead and blurred it just so it's not distracting. And then the interesting stuff is in the front. I mean, yeah, I'm over here, I'm pointing at plan. That's pretty interesting. And then I use a face. Yep, that's me right over there. And then maintain brand consistency. So yeah, I always have my face in thumbnails for the most part. So there you go. And then additional ones too is just use under 5 words. And of course, make it pretty bright. That's just kind of some general guidelines that I was seeing too. So yeah, that's it. Hopefully you found this video valuable and you learned something. And again, if you're interested in actually getting Canva, my link is down below in the description. If you have any questions on how to use it, just send me a message or anything. And that's all for now. Till next time, I'm Chris.